What's going on, Chill Army? Deondre and I've here, and we are back with some more Pokemon Legends Arceus leaks. Can't exactly call it news, but we're back with some more leaks and stuff like that. So, I'm going to actually cover two articles that I found covering leaks. Basically, it's the first one is basically covering the possible leak of the Pokedex, because I didn't have a good look at that actually. This came out back in December 4th, but I never knew about it, so that's interesting, because usually I keep up with leaks like that, but then again, I only keep up with leaks that regard the Pokedex, really. Like, I want to see what Pokemon are in there, so it's kind of weird that I never knew anything about this leak. We're going to be covering another leak, basically covering more new evolutions and regional forms. But anyways, let's cover this leak here. Okay, so Pokemon Legends Arceus Pokedex may have just leaked. A prominent insider has claimed to have leaked a large portion, so not the whole entire Pokedex, but a large portion of the Pokemon Legends Arceus Pokedex. According to the leaker, mythicals such as Darkrai will make their return in the 2022 Game Freak RPG, which obviously this came out before Darkrai was announced in the game, so was announced to be a event in the game. We know there's some truth to that with the Darkrai thing, because they predicted Darkrai was going to make a return, and what do you know, Darkrai is in Legends Arceus. Although Pokemon Legends Arceus is technically a Generation 4 origin story, players will experience a drastically different version of Sinnoh when exploring the Hisui region. According to a major leak, it will largely bring back an existing Pokedex. The new rumor reveals many Pokemon supposedly in the upcoming Game Freak single-player title. A new rumor claims to have revealed a large portion, blah blah blah. While the Legends Arceus entire dex has not been officially confirmed, again, this is a rumor, so please take these with a grain of salt, everybody. A prominent insider with a consistent track record of accurately leaking Pokemon data has claimed to have revealed a major sneak peek to the Hisui region Pokedex. In a December 4th tweet, Riddler 2, my man Riddler, posted an image that shows a row of Pokemon types with their Pokedex numbers on them. The data reveals which character each box The data reveals which character each box is when looking up the National Pokedex order number. If true, the leaks claims that the bulk of the Hisui region dex will be the same as Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearls, just with new starters and new regional typing for various Pokemon. The rumor also reveals that Mythicals, Manaphy, and Phione will be in the base game, and Darkrai and Shaman will be obtained by events or gifts. So that actually was confirmed to be true. So again, more truth for this, because Darkrai and Shaman are known to be events in these games. But Manaphy and Phione being in the base game, so that means you can catch them in the middle of the game. You don't have to worry about like an event or anything. That's interesting. This makes sense since it's already been confirmed that Shaman is being given away for free to players that have a Pokemon Sword and Shield save file. Interestingly, despite Legends Arceus being set in the ancient past, fossil Pokemon Cranidos and Shieldon are also listed to return. Perhaps players will be able to catch them in a while. I'm not sure how I feel about that, if that is true, because aren't most of these fossil Pokemon supposed to be like, oh, they went extinct like 3 million years ago or whatever? But Legends Arceus takes place like what, a couple hundred years ago? So I don't know how I feel about that. In a follow-up tweet, Riddler 2 explained that the picture doesn't include baby Pokemon evolution lines such as Elekid or Smoochum because they would take too much time to write out. But the account also added, the baby Pokemon lines all make it. Pokemon number 387 to 493 are also all in. Okay, so the whole Sinnoh Dex is what they're saying, right? Pokemon fans react to Pokemon Legends Arceus Pokedex leak. Hold on, I missed a paragraph real quick. That last bit of information is also curious because it would mean that Rotom and Porygon Z will also be catchable in the game. I didn't even think about that. That is true. Over on the r/PokeLeaks forum, one fan theorized, Ku also says all 387 to 493 make it in. So that includes Porygon Z as well. I think that confirms some form of time travel if the Arc phone didn't already. That's true. Maybe they were brought over. I want to say maybe Porygon Z and Rotom can get regional variants, but that wouldn't really make much sense. I don't know. How do you get? I don't know how to feel about that, because wasn't Porygon supposed to be like a very recent like discovery? Because it is a man-made Pokemon. Same thing with, well, I don't think Rotom is a man. No, wouldn't Rotom be a man-made Pokemon? I think so. Yeah, they're both kind of, well, no, we know Porygon is an artificial Pokemon. I don't know about Rotom's case, but Porygon definitely. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. This is why I don't like the whole, this takes place hundreds of years ago, and it's like, Porygon, it was confirmed even in one of its latest Pokedex entries in Sun and Moon. At least it was discovered 20 years ago, 20 years before Sun and Moon. So I don't know, it just doesn't make sense for me, but whatever. So the Pokemon community immediately reacted to the leak by working together to try to piece together the Pokedex for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Players such as Blaze and Cineroar created a visual to show which Pokemon were reportedly revealed by the infamous leaker. Okay, no hints for Hisuian forms. So we got the Rowlet line, Cyndaquil line, and Oshawott line. Then we have the Sinnoh starter, the regular Sinnoh starters, I should say. Then we have Starly line, the Bidoof line, the Kricketot line, I think the Shinx line, the Cranidos line, the Sinnoh fossils, I should just say, the Burmy line. Still not sure how I feel about the fossils being in it. Basically, the whole entire Sinnoh Dex is going to be in it. Let's see, after Riddler Coup posted what they claim is the final total in and order of Hisui Pokemon in the game, fans used his past riddles to fill in his latest tease. Okay, so version 2. Okay, so I need to see a full image of this, so don't mind me kind of digging into this a little bit, because I need to see the full image here. We have Arcanine, we have Hisuian Growlithe, who is confirmed to be a fire and rock type, and of course, it's going to evolve into, I'm pretty sure it will evolve into a fire and rock type Arcanine. We recently just got the Hisuian Voltorb, and pretty sure we're gonna get Electrode soon. So it's grass and it's actually electric and grass, but for some reason it's marked as grass and fire, which would have been cool because we still have yet to have a fire and a grass type Pokemon. But Voltorb is electric and grass, guys. And then we have Hisuian Typhlosion. Apparently Hisuian Typhlosion being fire and ghost. That is a type I never thought about. Yeah, that's a type I never really thought about here, but yeah. Fire and Ghost is a good type. Fire and Ghost is an awesome typing. And if you guys didn't know, Typhlosion is like one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Probably like number 2, like right behind Pikachu. Then again, I think I kind of like Typhlosion a little better than Pikachu. Yeah, I don't know. My favorite Pokemon usually, like, it differentiates based on like my answer. But yeah, Typhlosion, I like that. Fire and Ghost. Then we have Sneasel, which apparently this person, Blaze Incineroar, speculated it might be poison and fighting. LK Crogunks it down. Then we have Quillfish being dark and poison. Huh. Dark and poison. I can see it working. You know, it uses its dark type. Maybe the dark typing is kind of like a Thaw typing, you know? It's kind of like it's using its dark typing as an intimidation, because, you know, as real world pufferfish, they do puff up to intimidate, so maybe it's like it I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it like deliberately does this to scare people, and then like ambushes them with some poison attacks. Maybe, I don't know. Then we have Samurott being a water and dark type. Okay, Greninja, sit down. Then we have a grass and dark type Lilligant. An evil Lilligant. That'll be interesting. And then we have regular Basculin that's water type, and I guess it will just evolve into Basculegion. So yeah, then of course we have Hisuian, Zorua, and Zoroark. Amazing Pokemon. I've longed wished for a ghost and normal type Pokemon, and we finally have our ghost and normal types. Then we have Hisuian, Braviary, yada yada yada. Then we have Goodra and Sliggoo and Goodra, which apparently this person put, I'm guessing that shade of purple is supposed to be Dragon and Steel, because that's gray. That is like gray compared to the white for Hisui and Zorua and Zoroark. So I'm gonna assume that's Steel. So Dragon and Steel. No, we have Dialga and Duraludon. I forgot. Avalugg being Ice and Rock. That's cool. That would be pretty cool. I would love to see how that would work. And apparently Decidueye being Grass and Fighting. I can see that. My only critique there is like, maybe, I don't know. I always thought that if we are getting a Hisuian, like a Hisuian form of Samurai, I would make it water and fighting. I mean, it's a samurai. Samurai can be like a fighting type, I guess. I don't know. But I guess water and dark can work. Maybe it's like a rogue samurai. I don't know. Based on the latest leak, the list below is every Pokemon rumored to be in Pokémon Legends Arceus. So we have the Hisui starters. So we have Hisui and Decidueye, who's going to be grass and fighting. As we just discussed earlier, Hisui and Typhlosion being fire and ghost, which I would love to see if that is true. Like maybe like the flame on its like neck can be like a sort of like a ghastly like blue or maybe purple flame. Maybe, I don't know. That would be kind of, ooh, that would be cool. Maybe that can be like the shiny or something. I don't know. Then we have Hisui and Samurott being water and dark. Interesting. I'm not gonna go over the Pokemon because it's basically the Sinnoh, so I'm not gonna go over that. Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Arceus. So, like, these are the completely new Pokemon. So we have Weirdeer, which is normal and psychic, Cleavor, Bug and Rock, Basculegion, Water and Ghost. So apparently Hisui and Sneasel is going to be poison and fighting, which that I can see that working a little bit, because Sneasel was already like a mischievous kind of Pokemon, so I can see that working. I can see them working with that. Hisui and Quillfish being dark and poison, I can see that too. Oh, Hisui and Ursaring, I didn't even see. Ooh, okay, Hisui and Ursaring. Normal and ground, really? That's all? Not normal and psychic. Well, I mean, we already have a normal and psychic one in Weirdeer, but come on. Have some more, I don't know, put some respect on, at least make him a dark and ground type, if that makes any sense. And apparently, the forces of natures are all going to be fairy and flying, which is very weird. I wonder, so is that just going to be their incarnate form, which is like the genie forms, or is it going to be like the, what's it called? Is that also going to include their Therian forms, however you want to pronounce it? But since it says genie, I figure, I guess it's going to be the genie form or the incarnate form, so I guess. But anyways, Hisuian forms, not Hisuian evolutions, Hisuian forms. So, of course, we have Zorua and Zoroark, who are normal and ghost type, Growlithe and Arcanine, who are now fire and rock type, Hisuian Braviary, which is going to be psychic and flying, and they did confirm on the website that it evolves from Hisuian Rufflet, right? So I'm guessing Rufflet's also going to get a Hisuian form. Hisuian Typhlosion and Samurott we already read about. You guys know my opinion already. Sliggoo and Goodra, so I was right. That image was supposed to say that it was Dragon and Steel, which That's kind of funny, because like, you know, it's like this gooey dragon. It was introduced as this like little gooey dragon, but now that it's dragon and steel, it's not really gooey unless it's like an expanding metal. That would be kind of cool. You know, kind of like Melmetal, like how it's like living mercury. What if, like, you know, what if it's kind of like Duraludon, where it's like it's metal, like its metallic body is super bulky, but if it wants to, it can, you know, expand that metal, sort of. It's like an elastic or like a liquid metal, like mercury or something. That I would like to see. That I would like to see. I would, ooh, if I actually had the time, I would love to make, I would absolutely love to make concept art of all of these, but I'm not gonna have time to do that because this game is literally right around the corner. I'm not gonna have time to do that. I cannot make, and plus I'm already working on my own. If I wasn't working on my own Pokedex right now, because I'm hella behind the due dates on when these like forms were, or not forms, when these Pokemon are gonna come out. By the way, shameless plug, follow me on Deondre_Fakemon. Link will be in description down below if you guys want. But yeah, that would be pretty interesting though, like, because I'm already imagining it. Imagining it. Like, instead of goo, it's made out of like liquid mercury. Hisuian Avalugg being ice and rock, so I'm guessing like Bergmite is gonna remain in its normal form, and then it'll evolve into Hisuian Avalugg, which, how do I feel about that? Hisuian Avalugg. What would an ice and rock type one looks like? I'm guessing like maybe the main parts of its body are now, no. Since it starts out as an ice type, no, its main body's still made out of ice, but now it's using rock. Like now it like maybe, oh, maybe like, you know how like it has like a flat top? What if they put it where it's like a like where it's like a rocky, mountainous like top, like to fill that flatness. Like it now is like it now feels complete, basically. You know what I'm saying? Hisuian Quillfish, Dark and Poison, we already talked about. Hisuian Weasel, yada yada yada. Basculin, Hisuian Basculin. So Basculin apparently is going to get a Hisuian form, and it's just going to stay pure water, which is kind of weird, because I don't see how that's a regional variant, because the original one would be water. Hisuian Electrode, Electric and Grass. Hisuian Voltorb, Electric and Grass, and Hisuian Lilligant, Grass and Fighting. Yeah, Grass and a Grass and Fighting one. Okay, so not Grass and Dark, as Blaze Incineroar predicted. But even though the leaker has a long story of accurately leaking Pokemon content, take everything above with a major grain of salt, like I told you guys before. Still, it wouldn't be too shocking. It wouldn't be too shocking if Pokemon Legends Arceus is essentially a Sinnoh-Dex given in its Generation 4 origin story. I mean, it would make the most sense, really. Riddler-Ku left fans with one last tidbit stating, by the way, only the head part and feet part of the Hisuian Dex in this pick are in the order of regional Dex. The body is in the order of national Dex. So it seems the single player story game will have some parts of the national Dex incorporated as well. It's actually pretty interesting. But yeah, apparently there's more info on the latest leak though, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at that right now. Alright, so here we have Pokemon Legends Arceus leak potentially confirms more new evolutions and regional forms. A recent leak potentially confirms over a dozen more new evolutions and regional variant forms for the upcoming Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, say what you want about regional forms, it's something that many Pokemon fans have wanted for years now, so I'm glad that they're taking this turn, and instead of just making new Pokemon sometimes, like, you know, maybe we can go back to older Pokemon and give them regional variants. So it seems trainers will be filling up their Pokedex with plenty of new Pokemon when Pokemon Legends Arceus launches later this month, as a recent leak has potentially confirmed a number of evolutions and regional forms players can expect to discover. According to Central Leaks, another big leaker in the Pokemon community, Central Leaks on Twitter, guys should go give him a follow. Pokemon Legends Arceus will introduce new Hisuian forms for the starter trio's final evolutions, as Typhlosion will reportedly receive a Fire and Ghost Hisuian form, as we read in the last article. Decidueye and Grass and Fighting Hisuian, Grass and Fighting Hisuian form. Wait a minute. Yeah, oh no, never mind. They said that in the last leak too. And Samurott, a Water and Dark Hisuian form. The leak also confirms a new Hisuian form and evolution. Oh, so it's not just a new form, a new evolution as well for Cloffish. And Dark and Poison, with Dark and Poison typing, a Poison and Fighting type Hisuian form and evolution for Sneasel. Wait, just had a realization real quick. So, we already know Sneasel has Weavile, right? In Sinnoh, which was introduced in Sinnoh. How is this gonna work now? If this leak is true, how would that even work? Because we already have Sneasel, so you would think Sneasel's already native in Sinnoh, so why would it need Hisuian form? Unless it had a Hisuian form in evolution, and it got, and it went extinct, or, you know, eventually it evolved into the Weavile we know today. What if this is the original, Sneasel, where it started out as Poison and Fighting, and then all of a sudden it turned into a and then all of a sudden it became the Weavile, the Sneasel and Weavile we know now. That'll be interesting. As well as a new normal and ground evolution for Ursaring. Please don't make it normal and ground. If Ursaring's getting a regional variant, come on, why normal and ground of all things? Wait, but didn't we already see Ursaring already? There's a loophole there, because then we already see Ursaring, unless the regional variants and the normal variants can just coexist, unless the regional variant lives in another part of the Hisui region. That's what I'm thinking now. Same thing with maybe Weavile, with the Hisuian Weavile. Like, maybe this one doesn't live in the snowy climate anymore, and it lives somewhere else on the other side of Sinnoh, maybe. Kind of like the West and East Sea Gastrodon and all that. Okay. New flying and fairy forms for the Force of Nature trio, which pretty interesting that they just made them all flying and fairy instead of what they did with the Cantonian birds and gave them completely, like, they kept their flying type, but they changed their primary typing and stuff like that. But they're all fairy and flying apparently in this game accordingly. So we have Thundurus, Landorus, and Tornadus. Like, they're all being made into flying and fairy. What's more, Goodra and Sliggoo will have water and steel Hisui forms. So, okay. So, in the last leak, it was predicted that they would have, in the older leak, I should say, it was predicted that they would have Dragon and Steel Hisuian forms. So now they're water and steel. So that's okay. That's interesting. How many water and steel types do we have? Because oh wow, wait, no, because Empoleon so far was the only one that was water and steel. So if these are water and steel type Pokemon, that would be interesting. Because these will be the first water and steel type Pokemon since Empoleon. Nice. And while Avalugg and Lilligant will have Ice and Rock, so last time they said, well, first it started out with people speculating Lilligant will have an Grass and Fighting, and then Grass and Dark, and then Grass and Fighting. So now it's Ice and Rock along with Avalugg, so that's very interesting now. And Grass and Fighting Hisuian forms. Oh no. Okay, I read that wrong. Okay, I read that wrong. I was reading like I was reading ahead of myself there. So while Avalugg and Lilligant will have Ice and Rock and Grass and Fighting Hisuian form. So I was wrong. So Lilligant's still Grass and Fighting, guys. The Hisuian form for Basculin has also been reportedly confirmed, though its typing was listed only as water, which again, still kind of weird, but whatever. But anyways, here's Central Leaks' leak here, leak image here. So obviously we have the all the like confirmed, basically these are like all the confirmed ones, and I don't know what these question marks are supposed to mean. Like, what are these question marks supposed to mean? But you know, obviously we have, you know, Weird Ear. Oh, wait a minute, I just realized, I think what they're trying to say here is that, maybe Weird Ear, so kind of like how so maybe Sneasel will evolve into so Sneasel will start off as a poison and fighting type, but it's going to be like Cleavor and Weird Ear, where it doesn't evolve into a Hisuian Weavile. It will evolve into like another type of Pokemon. It will be called something else. Same thing with the Hisuian legendaries, the Hisuian Tornadus, Landorus, and Thundurus. Maybe they won't actually be called Tornadus, Landorus, or Thundurus. And Ursaring. Oh my gosh, I am so stupid, guys. So it's not like Teddiursa and Ursaring. So obviously we saw Teddiursa and Ursaring in the game, but I'm sorry, guys. I'm finally starting to understand it now. So they're keeping their normal typing, but they're gonna have a third and final evolution in the form of like a Hisuian only form with the Ursaring. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I'm so dumb. And then Quillfish will apparently have a dark and poison form, and obviously get a new evolution because Quillfish has never evolved before. And for the Pokemon that are going to stay the same, obviously we have Zorua and Zoroark, Growlithe and Arcanine, Hisuian Braviary, the Hisuian starters. Then we have Sliggoo and Goodra, which kind of confuses me because does that mean Goomy? You know what? Hold on, let me zoom in because that clearly says Dragon and Steel. So I think the Water and Steel one was an error. I think they're going to be Dragon and Steel. So maybe Goomy starts off. It starts off with Goomy, then it will evolve into the Sliggoo and Goodra. Okay. Kind of understanding it now. And of course, Avalugg. I think it's just going to start off with... oh, wait a minute. So maybe they're saying that... Okay, so I guess Rufflet isn't going to get a form, actually. Maybe it's just going to evolve into Hisuian Braviary. And then... for Avalugg, it's just gonna be Avalugg. So again, I was right. So basically, like my previous prediction, like Bergmite being a pure ice type, and then evolves into a more rocky form of Avalugg. And of course, we have Quillfish, Sneasel. Then we have the pure water type. I almost said Galarian, Hisuian, Basculin. Then we have Voltorb and Electrode, which will be electric and grass. Love those guys, they're just vibing. And Petalil will remain in its form, while when it evolves into Lilligant, it will gain a grass and fighting type. But that's going to cover my coverage on the leaks for Pokemon Legends Arceus. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the evolutions? What are your favorite potential Hisuian forms are? I have to say, I am very hyped for the potential Hisui Fire and Ghost type Typhlosion, and the potential Hisuian evolution for Ursaring being normal and ground, because Ursaring is my favorite normal type of all time. So it's nice that it's going to get some recognition finally with a new evolution. It's possibly going to get a new evolution. Hopefully that's true. But you know, I'm just not a big fan of the typing. Couldn't they have like gotten normal and dark or something? Be like the Predator of Hisuian Zorua and Zoroark, with it being normal and dark instead of normal and ghost, you know? as like a actual counteraction to the Hisuian Zoro and Zoro. I don't know. But in my opinion, I still think it's cool because, in my opinion, Johto has not been getting a lot of love recently, especially like random fans have been slandering Johto, which I will not. As a Johto fan myself, since the first game I've ever beaten was Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I will not take Johto slanderization. I'm pretty sure slanderization is not a word, but we're just gonna. I will not take Johto slandering. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. But yeah, those are my favorite. Those are my favorite forms that we might potentially get. The Fire and Ghost type Typhlosion and the normal and ground Ursaring evolution. Even though it should be normal and dark. I don't know why they picked ground of all things, but if that is true, of course. But you know, at the end of the day, these are just leaks. These aren't like confirmed. So please take these with a huge can or huge salt shaker. You know, a huge shaker full of salt, not a huge grain, not a grain of salt. The whole salt bucket. Take that with a huge grain of salt there. You know, like a brick of salt. You know, I'm not funny, okay? But yeah, that's going to wrap up my today's video. Also, sorry about uploading on Tuesday. I really wanted it to come out on Monday, but for some reason YouTube crashed on me or whatever. So the upload was just stuck at 1%, and I had to re-upload yesterday's video. So yeah, but other than that, we should still stay on schedule. I'm really hoping to get the new episode of Pokemon the Gold and Silver Adventures out today. But anyways, that's 100% it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to smack that like button, as it really helps me out and it really pushes this video out with the YouTube algorithm and stuff like that. Also, thank you guys for watching. I didn't thank you guys for watching, but thank you guys for watching. Thank you for choosing me to watch. Also, you know, if you guys want more leaks like that, or if you guys have any opinions on, you know, the specific leaks discussed in this video, please, you know, put your comments in the description down below. You know, if you guys are new to my channel and you guys want to see me cover more leaks or any other Pokemon content and stuff like that, because it's not just leaks that I cover, please be sure to subscribe and be sure to click that bell icon as well, because it's 100% free, and my goal is 2K by the end of the year. And be sure to check out all of my other content as well. But until then, I love you all, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Only good, Chill Army.